Good morning. I am Monique Blocker, the 2020 graduate of Computer Information Technology. Yes, sir. As Chief Marshal, I am pleased to welcome the 2024 Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology Commencement Ceremony. Woo!
Please remain standing through the trustees' call and the national anthem. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. We're actually here to celebrate, so we're going to do that one more time. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Wonderful. My name is Ron Dorsey, and I proudly serve as the chair of the board of the Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology. And at large public events like this, we want to begin with a land acknowledgement. For millennia before and in the century since, Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology was established to provide a mode of technical education for a rapidly industrializing city and metropolitan area. The lands and waters of and around Greater Boston have served as a site of exchange among the communities, including the Massachusetts, the Pawtucket, the Wampanoag, and the Nipmuc peoples. We acknowledge that the land on which this college stands and the Greater Boston region as a whole is part of their unceded ancestral territories. This acknowledgement is a starting point toward right relations with Indigenous neighbors and their understandings of land stewardship, and it is an insufficient salve for the injustices that have been perpetuated. It is my pleasure now to declare the 116th commencement of the college now in order. Dr. Aisha Francis, yes. Dr. Aisha Francis, President and CEO of Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology, will preside over today's ceremony. We are about to do the national anthem, but I first want to ask the graduating class, because I know the struggle is real and you have persevered, to give yourselves a hand. And now I would like the graduating class to turn around. And I would like for you to give your families a hand, because you did not get here alone. Thank you. Now you can face forward again. Today, the national anthem will be rendered by Akeem Hill, and we'll ask you to remain standing afterward for the invocation, which will be given by Reverend Willie Bodrick II. Reverend Bodrick serves as the senior pastor of the historic 12th Baptist Church in Roxbury and is an outspoken advocate for social economic justice. Reverend Bodrick is the senior pastor of the church, which once served as an anti-slavery meeting house and continues its legacy of serving its community today. Reverend Bodrick is also the president and CEO of the American City Coalition, and he is my brother. And now the national anthem.
He's an old family friend.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let us prepare for our invocation. O God of knowledge, truth, and light, we gather today in gratitude and celebration, recognizing the achievements of the 2024 graduates of the Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology. We ask for your blessing upon this commencement ceremony and upon all who are present on this day. Lord, we acknowledge that each person here today comes from different walks of life, bringing diverse experiences, beliefs, dreams, and all to FCT. And today we can celebrate that they have overcome and have completed this part of their journey successfully. As we celebrate these graduates, we are thankful for the transformational, technical, and trade education that they have received that we pray brings economic advancement, but most importantly, we ask that each and every student use the skills and talents that they have acquired to impact this ever-changing world. We thank God for a family and friends and supportive networks that helped get each and every graduate to this day. And we're thankful for our president, Dr. Francis, and the FCT educators and professors, staff, board, and donors that made this day possible. So on this day, we invoke your presence into this commencement space as we celebrate the fact that each student has fought the good fight. They finished the FCT race, and they have kept the faith. We ask all these things in your holy name, and we pray this prayer with respect and love for all traditions and faiths. We ask this day that every heart and mind say together, amen. Amen.
You may be seated. You all look wonderful. You look marvelous. You've made it till today. I'm going to start with several greetings. This is our 116th commencement ceremony. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees, the faculty, and all who are present, I welcome you into this space. I also want to acknowledge that today is Haitian Flag Day. It's a beautiful crowd. It's a gift to behold. There is one added moment of recognition that I want to add to today's program. This morning I was informed that one of our trustees emeritus, Mike Mazzola, who is also the longest serving president of the college. He was the president of Franklin Cummings Tech for more than 40 years, had his 99th birthday in March. We were in good touch. I called him to wish him happy birthday. He so loved this college and so wished you well. But he has gone on to meet his maker. He passed away late last night. His daughter Janet let me know. So I do want to take a moment of silence for Mike Mazzola, trustee emeritus and former president of the college. Thank you. And now back to our celebration. We are here today because of the forethought of a serial entrepreneur, diplomat, and inventor, Benjamin Franklin, who did not come from a life of privilege. He was actually born into a life of poverty here in Boston. But he knew that a particular trade and entrepreneurship were the ways in which you could turn your life around. And he was a printmaker and learned this trade at a time when it was a very new technology. It was the cell phone of the 1700s. And he was on the cutting edge of that work. And what I think is wonderful about today is that I believe that we are very, very much in the tradition of making sure that each of you are also on the cutting edge of today's technology and trades. You, whether you've studied electric vehicle technology, heat pump installation, software development, cybersecurity, engineering, healthcare information technology, all of the majors that we offer are those that are front and center and important to today's new economy, and they also create prosperity. They keep this city and region running. You're ready for what awaits you. You're the makers and you're the mavens. We look forward to your futures and your entrepreneurial endeavors. And I hope that everyone knows that even though we are leaving this building, you are the next to last graduating class, so we'll be here one more year. When we move, we're moving to Roxbury, and we thought it would be fitting to have commentary from one of Roxbury's leaders this morning, so we're gonna start off hearing from Counselor Tanya Fernandez Anderson. And I'm just gonna share a few words about her background. She is the counselor for District 7, which is the Roxbury neighborhood where we are moving. And could all Roxbury residents or people from Roxbury just raise their hand, because they're about 25%. Good, thank you, Roxbury in the house. Born in Cabo Verde, having immigrated to Roxbury when she was 10 years old, Counselor Anderson is a trailblazer. She was the first African immigrant and the first Muslim American elected to the Boston City Council. Counselor Anderson is passionate about economic opportunity, passionate about the kinds of things that you all are pursuing, and she has been a very strong advocate of our move to Roxbury, so she is going to bring us greetings from the Roxbury community. And then we will move on to the other parts of our programs. Counselor Anderson, please join me at the podium. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to start in my practice, as we say, in the name of God, the most merciful, the most gracious. Graduates of Franklin Cummings Institute, families, friends, and esteemed faculty, I'm deeply honored to stand here before you today, celebrating this remarkable milestone in your lives. As I reflect on my own journey from Cape Verde Islands, as Dr. Francis was just mentioning, to becoming the first Cabo Verdeana African immigrant, Muslim American, and formerly undocumented city councilor in the city of Boston. I am which makes me the first to pave the way for the next. I am reminded of the power of resilience, community, and unyielding commitment to service. Raised in close-knit family, I learned early the values of compassion and courage. These values have guided me through various roles, from domestic violence counseling to teaching English to nonprofit leadership and public health advocacy. Every step of the way, I was driven by a desire to make a difference, to uplift those around me, and to pave the way for a brighter future for all. Graduates, your journey, much like mine, is just beginning. You have emerged from Franklin Cummings equipped not only with technical skills, but with the spirit of innovation and a commitment to excellence. You stand on a threshold of a new era, one that demands action, results, and unwavering dedication to justice and equity. As you step into this new chapter, I urge you to remember the words of Brother Malcolm X. There is no better teacher than the adversity. Every defeat, every heartbreak, every loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve your performance the next time. His life amplifies the transformative power of overcoming obstacles. He showed us that our fears of inadequacy, of taking bold actions and speaking the truth, are merely the shadows compared to the immense power with us when we stand united. When you doubt your strength to make a change, think of Brother Malcolm. When you feel overwhelmed by the challenges ahead, remember his journey from hardship to greatness. His father was murdered by a racist mob. His mother suffered from the residual effects of oppression, and he spent years in prison. Despite these adversities, he rose to become a beacon of hope and a symbol of what is possible when we refuse to be defeated by our circumstances. Today, let us take stock of the current conditions. According to the U.S. Department of Health and the recent public health report of the health of the city of Boston, Roxbury faces significant challenges. This is why it's so crucial that Franklin Cummings Tech comes to Roxbury. Life expectancy is 23 years shorter than the neighboring communities just Back Bay, just a mile away. We are confronted with economic deserts, food insecurity, and persistent psycho-violence. These conditions are not merely accidents, but the results of systemic and structural racism. Our leaders often speak of systemic issues and public health crisis, yet real change remains elusive. We must recognize that the power to transform our communities lies within you, within us. The era of waiting for saviors has passed. Politics have often failed us, offering token gestures instead of genuine solutions. It is time for us to take control of our own destiny as you are today. Graduates, you are the leaders we have been waiting for. Your education, skills, passion are the tools we need to build a better future. We must reject the politics of compromise that have left us compromised. Instead, we must embrace philosophy of self-love, of self-interest, focusing on locally on our own, community-driven initiatives, and leaders who genuinely represent us, as you will become. Economic independence must come from investing in Black and brown and circulating our own dollars within our communities. Political liberation will result from electing leaders who prioritize our needs and champion policies for our people, for our communities. We can no longer afford to compromise with despair. We must hold everyone accountable and demand real change. This is not just a call to action to you. It is a declaration of our collective power and responsibility. So I ask you, graduates, who are you? Who will you be? Who will you be together? Let us be the generation that transforms adversity into opportunity, that turns challenges into triumphs, and that creates a future where justice, equity, and prosperity are not just ideals of realities for us. Congratulations, class of 2024. The world awaits your brilliance, your innovation, and your unwavering commitment to making a difference together. We will build a brighter, more equitable future for all. Thank you. Peace and love.
I want to just gift you with this token of appreciation for your time and for the ways in which you've advocated for us.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. You're welcome. And now I want to welcome our student speaker, who is another daughter of Cape Verde, Clotilde Varela. Clotilde is a 2024 graduate of the Computer Information Technology program, focusing on software development, and she's a wonderful leader, has blossomed while she has been here, but was already a leader. She's volunteered her time to share her experience and tell the Board of Trustees and others in public spaces about her experience at the college, and we're so, so proud of you and so happy to have you as our speaker today.
Thank you for your kind words. Congratulations, class of 2024. You made it to the next level. I know it will be fun to say we beat the final boss and complete the game, but the truth is, this is just the beginning. There are more challenges ahead, more levels to conquer, and more opportunities for all of us to shine brighter than ever before. This ceremony might be epic, but I'm confident we'll have countless more occasions to celebrate down the road. I'm honored, actually straight up stoked, to be here speaking to you, the faculty, the trustees, my classmates, my friends, the families, and all the guests. 2 years ago, I never could have imagined standing here. Growing up in Cape Verde, pursuing higher education was not highly encouraged in my culture, but as one of the few in my family with big dreams like this, there was a lot of pressure and not much support. But as Ms. Constance said, Cape Verdeans are a resilient people, and we know we can do it. I've always aimed high, and I'm so grateful for the incredible people, including my parents, siblings, friends, and teachers who may not have always understood my dreams, but believe in me anyway. One of those dreams was getting the best education possible in technology. I believed the USA was where I could make that happen, maybe American dreams. Even when my school, relatives, and friends said it was impossible, I knew I could do it. I searched for support and ended up studying computer science in Reno, Nevada. I know what you're thinking. How do you get here then? Well, plans change sometimes, and that's okay. The program at that college shut down, so I had to figure out what to do next. I realized Boston was the right place for my next move. I found Franklin Cummings Tech and got amazing support from Min Chen, hi Min, in admissions, so I transferred here smoothly. After all my adventure, it was such a relief to finally feel like I belonged. I was worried it might not work out again, or that the people who doubted me were right, but SC Tank proved them wrong, thank God. Our professors are the best at connecting with students, and our advisors and coaches go above and beyond with support and opportunities. I broke out my shell, excelled, and made my 18-year-old self who moved across an ocean for this dream so proud. In the future, I see myself as a full-stack developer creating innovative solutions that make the world a better place. But more importantly, I want to be a beacon of inspiration for young people, especially girls who face discouragement and lack of support systems. I'll shatter barriers and forge new paths, empowering them to boldly chase their dreams, no matter how unbelievable they might seem. And I know many of you guys have similar goals to succeed and to inspire. Together, we'll change the narrative and create a world where no aspiration is too ambitious and no goal too lofty to achieve. To our incredible faculty and staff, words cannot express how grateful we are for everything you've done. From the moment I step onto this campus, you welcomed me with open arms. The professors didn't just challenge us, they gave us encouragement and tools to meet those challenges head-on. Professor Lord and Professor Ozzy's computer technology class were hard at times, but they were both always available. Many of us know Professor Johansson's math class can be tough, but he was always supportive. I feel blessed to have soaked up every ounce of knowledge and growth over the past 2 years. From the small seminar classrooms where we got personal attention, to the technical classes that gave us hands-on experience, to the internships and mentorships, hi mentor, that truly shaped us into the skilled graduates we are today. To all our families and friends here today, thank you. I know you're relieved we finally made it, and we couldn't have done it without you. Also want to express my gratitude for those families watching online or from abroad. Even though you couldn't be here in person, your love and support carry us through. And to my family members who probably not understand a thing that I'm saying, meus orgulho e meus apoio significa tudo para mim e por isso que estou ali. Muito agradeço ao estudo e também ao estudo. Look around at all the seats, my fellow classmates who pushed through all the struggle and grind to make to this moment. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. Our journey, we're all unique, but we share one thing. We all face situations that almost made us quit. Whether it was a program shutting down, juggling work and school, family obligation, or class that demanded more than we could give, we overcame all those obstacles and setbacks. And that is why we get to celebrate our perseverance today in this beautiful ceremony. So let's take a moment to soak this all in, graduates. We made it, we beat this boss, but the game is not over. The next mind-blowing quest awaits. Who's ready for the next level?
Thank you so much for your thoughtful remarks, Clotilde. On behalf of the Franklin Cummings Tech community, we wish you every success and all of your dreams to come true. I would now like to welcome to the podium Dean of Students Jackie Cornog to present two special student awards.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Madam President. President Francis, Board of Trustees, graduates, faculty, staff, family members, and friends, it is my privilege to recognize members of the graduating class who have distinguished themselves in scholarship, leadership, and involvement in the college and student life. This past Wednesday night, students from the class of 24 were recognized for a variety of academic achievements. Those students are noted in the graduation program. Will those students who were recognized for Dean's List or academic awards please stand so we can give you some applause? Today, we will confer our 2 top student awards. At this time, we will recognize the recipients of the Carnegie and Franklin Awards. Will the honorees please come to the stage to receive your award once your name is called? The Carnegie Award. Andrew Carnegie is described as one of the most important philanthropists of his era, and he is certainly one of the most important donors of the 20th century in the history of the Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology. Although I'm going to go off script and give you a little preview, some of the most important philanthropists of the 21st century are right here on our stage today. In 1906, Andrew Carnegie matched the funds of the Franklin Foundation in order to build this college. Named after our generous benefactor, Andrew Carnegie, this award is given to the student who has demonstrated a high level of leadership, scholarship, and unselfish dedication to the college community. When thinking of leadership, scholarship, and dedication to the college, it's rather easy to think of this year's recipient. This student has been actively connected to the college community since he arrived at this campus. In his time here, he has balanced several internships and micro-internships, campus work, and his academic studies. Faculty members note that he is a consistent and reliably strong student who actively helps his classmates. He has promoted the college to prospective students as an enrollment assistant in the admissions office and helped students as the orientation leader once they arrived on campus. He also went above and beyond in his work for the registrar's office. In all of his roles, he stood out for being responsible, conscientious, and endlessly helpful. Almost all of us on campus recognize his friendly demeanor and his quirky sense of humor. It is widely known around the college, be it faculty, staff, or students, that our 2024 Carnegie Award recipient was always willing to help out. Graduating with an Associate of Science today and continuing on with us for a bachelor's degree in Health Information Technology with a concentration in data analytics, we are proud to thank Gurveer Sidhu for all of your contributions to our community, and congratulations, Gurveer. Come on up. There's even sirens going on in your name. Let's step over here. Congratulations again, Gurveer. The Franklin Award. As you know, our great college owes its existence to the foresight and cash investment of Benjamin Franklin, one of our nation's founding leaders. Franklin was an entrepreneur, author, printer, postmaster, scientist, inventor, civic leader, statesman, and diplomat. The Franklin Award is presented to our valedictorian, the student enrolled in either an associate or bachelor's degree program who has exhibited deep civic values and demonstrated a high level of scholastic achievement. By earning the highest overall GPA grade point average at the college, this year's recipient will be receiving her degree today with honors distinction of summa cum laude, having earned an impressive 3.99 grade point average. This student's professors all noted her dedication and hard work in the classroom. She was always prepared for classes and provided helpful insights into class topics and projects. Her strong leadership skills shine through in her interactions with classmates. Her diligence and dedication not only set an example for other students, but she takes the time to help classmates directly, whether in group work or in one case, setting up remote access to prevent a fellow student from missing an important class. Through her strong work ethic and compassionate leadership in the classroom, this student has shown us all that she will excel in the field of engineering and sustainability and beyond. Will Catherine Vogue please come to the stage to receive the Franklin Award? Congratulations again, Catherine. Again, I would like to congratulate all of the award recipients. I also recognize our Chief Marshal, alum Monique Blocker, just want to stand, who earned her Computer Information Technology Associate's degree in 2020 and certificate in 2022, and who is now the IT training coordinator at our partner organization across the street, Castle Square. She's at Square Tech, so she's a neighbor. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
And at this time, I have the pleasure of introducing two people whom I admire and have come to know over the past 2 or 3 years, Joyce and Bill Cummings, to give our keynote address. And before you do that, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about them. They're some of the most humble people you would ever meet. Joyce grew up in Alabama and graduated from the University of Alabama in 1962. A fellow Southerner. There's some other Southerners here in the house, I see. Following a dietetic internship at Mass General Hospital, she became a dietitian at Mass Eye and Ear Infirmary, which is where she met Bill in 1964. And I learned last night that they are celebrating their 58th year of marriage. And in December of 2021, Joyce joined Bill in delivering a transformational $12.5 million gift to this college to further our mission. Bill is a proponent of workforce development and technical and trade education. He and Joyce founded Cummings Properties in 1970, with Bill serving as president and later chairman. Joyce and Bill established the Cummings Foundation, which has grown to be one of the largest private foundations in the nation. They were the first Massachusetts couple to join the Bill and Melinda Gates Giving Pledge, along with Warren Buffett. And they have rightfully received accolades from dozens of organizations throughout the city. Their largesse has invested millions, tens and hundreds of millions of dollars in the ecosystem, starting on the Metro North area, and now in Boston and Greater Boston. They have amassed $4 billion in their foundation, and they've committed to giving most of it away in their lifetime. Bill is from Medford, and he got his start in commercial real estate. He's penned a story, his life story, in a book called Starting Small and Making It Big, which he has generously donated to each of you graduates, so you'll be able to pick that up at the alumni table. And looking out at all of you today, I know that you are making Joyce and Bill proud. Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology is very, very pleased and grateful to have them as your joint commencement speakers today. Joyce and Bill, please join me at the podium. We're going to confer their honorary degrees first, and then I will take them to my seat, and you will give your address. Start with Joyce.
Wow, and what a wonderful day this is. President Francis, honorable trustees, very distinguished faculty, the wonderful graduates, all of the hundreds of family and friends and other relatives. Let me ask you, first of all, let's give them one more big standing applause, everybody, for this great class. Thank you. As the President mentioned, we've had the opportunity to, and the joy and the pleasure of addressing a number of commencement talks before, and it's always especially really very appealing for both of us. Joyce will always go first. She is the speaker, and I will follow along in a few minutes, but this is Joyce's turn.
Thank you, President Francis, and all that were involved in our being here today. It's a very, very special day for Bill and me. We really appreciate it. Hi, everybody. I'm not going to have you stand up again, but I'm really a bit overwhelmed at this point. I didn't know really what to expect here today. But all these smiling spaces and in this space and with all the flags around, it's really a very beautiful and a very moving moment. One of the best parts of our work through Cummings Foundation is getting to meet and be inspired by young people, people like you, the graduates. Many of you are first-generation college students, pioneers in your families, proving what is possible not just to younger generations, but to all around you. Many of you did not have the luxury of being just a student. It takes a lot of dedication to show up every evening ready to learn after a full day of work. I see a few heads nodding out there. And of course, Bill and I have special admiration for those of you entering the trades. Tradespeople are the backbone of Cummings Properties, and indeed, generally speaking, the backbone of the greater Boston community. The $12.5 million we're investing in Franklin Cummings Tech is our proud public statement that the trades are absolutely essential to building and revitalizing communities. All of this is to say that in addition to our congratulations and good wishes for the future, you have our deep respect. I admit that it still surprises me to receive invitations like this, and I have wondered at times what on earth I could say, what could I offer on such a momentous day? And then thinking about it a little bit, I remember that there is something that Bill and I have accumulated more of than almost anyone else here, and that is years on earth. Added together, we total 170 years. And remember, 58 of those we've been married to, so it's a lot of years. Anyway, when those years are well spent, they give back to you in the form of experience, knowledge, and perhaps even wisdom. Now, I don't claim to be especially wise, but I'm smart enough to listen and to see what I can learn when others speak. I used to remind my children, our children, that you're not ever going to learn anything when you're doing the talking. You're only going to learn when other people are talking. Ask questions, milk their brains, learn, listen to other people. One of the things that I learned from my own commencement speaker was he gave the advice to read at least one book a month. Of course, now you're going to get a book. You know what book you're going to be reading this next month. That's still good advice, which I'm pleased to pass on to you. Keep reading and keep learning. Since my graduation, oh, so many years ago, I've read a lot of books and been fortunate to meet many interesting people. And along the way, I've gathered some famous and favorite quotes. A new quote I picked up just last month came from, of all places, an email signature. It's attributed to businessman and author Stephen Covey, and it said, "I am not a product of my circumstances, I am a product of my decisions." Now, I'm going to repeat that, and if you can go along with me, I want you to repeat it and think of yourself. I am not a product of my circumstances, I am a product of my decisions. That sentiment was especially striking for me because of the person who had decided to include it on every email that he sent. A young man who had recently earned an MBA from Harvard. He probably doesn't fit the Harvard stereotype that may have just popped into your head. Emmanuel Behizi became an orphan during the horrific genocide in Rwanda in 1994. He was raised by his grandmother. She was a rural farmer. Against all odds, as a result of great perseverance and many good decisions along the way, Emmanuel overcame devastating circumstances. He's now back in Rwanda, determined to help lift up others in his country. Although you graduates all come from different circumstances, just the fact that you are here today tells me that you too have made good decisions. Commencement is a time to be inspired to embark on your career and work hard. And those are very important messages. Bill will speak extensively about that. Just a little pregnant pause there. But to provide a bit of balance today, I have another quote from the great Dolly Parton, who said, "Never get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life." With that in mind, I encourage you to invest time and energy, not just in your career, but also in relationships. Try new things, even if they scare you a bit. And don't get so busy that you forget to marvel at the small, everyday, little wonders. Birds singing, the glorious colors that we see in the spring and especially in the fall here in New England. Fish jumping in the harbor, a baby's smile. Yes, small wonders, but oh so important. In closing, I want to remind you that I said earlier, a well-spent life can bring you wisdom. And if you follow Dolly's advice and make not just a living, but a life, it can bring you much joy, adventure, and contentment. And that is my wish for you. Thank you.
I don't suppose you thought much about the side glances that I got on some of the commitments I've made work-wise, but we're still going strong. We've got 4 kids and 5 grandchildren to worry more about these days, and that's always wonderful. Let me tell you a little side bit about Joyce that not too many of you would be aware of. Joyce was recently became a naturalized citizen of an African country. Anybody want to guess which one it was? Yes, Rwanda, indeed. And the rest of that story is that we are actually both very proud to be dual citizens of Rwanda, the Republic of Rwanda, and the United States of America. President Francis asked specifically that I share a few ideas this morning from all of those years that Joyce was so specific about, and the 7 decades since I graduated from Tufts in 1958. Anybody born before 58 here? Not too many, huh? Graduates here who happen to be the first in your family to benefit from a college education, you are probably as excited as I was all those 7 decades ago. And think how happy all of your hundreds of relatives and friends are here today to be here with you. And there's never been, by the way, there's never been a better year than 2024 to be stepping into the workplace. This is absolutely the perfect year. The stars are all very much aligned. If you've been working already, and perhaps otherwise you have a job waiting for you, I hope many of you, maybe most of you, will be going to work on Monday morning. And I hope you're not stuck with one of these firms that thinks that working at home is a good thing. The problem then is, how do you ever learn corporate culture? How do you ever get peer advice? How do you ever get mentoring? It doesn't happen. How does the company benefit from those conversations in the hallway when good ideas come up and somebody says, hey, that's a good one. We ought to try that. The opportunity to mix within the men's or ladies' room, if you will. And it's the casual meetings for people, wherever they might be, are so beneficial. Most of you, when you have that first job, will find that it's a whole lot of OJT at first, on-the-job training. And if you're not already got all that you need, hopefully you'll get some more there. In many cases, even the long run, I think it doesn't make a whole lot of difference where your first job is. I will say most of my friends, excluding those who determined early and young that they wanted to go to medical school or law school, most of the rest of them didn't end up where they ever thought they would be when they started out. The directions changed so dramatically. So be prepared to change your ideas, change your thinking as time goes along. Even if you're working in what you think of as the worst place in town, or the worst job in town, if you happen to get somewhere you really don't like it, don't let it get on that you feel that way about that place. Work harder while you're there. That first job can be 6 months or a year or 2 years. You probably shouldn't stay any longer than a year if you really don't like someplace. But while you're there, prove that you are better than anybody thought you would be, and learn more. Because it's what you learn early on that makes such a huge difference. Another idea on that thing is to work like you're being watched all the time, and show people, surprise people with what the results are. Show the boss you really give a damn about what you're doing. Maybe you're fibbing a little bit. That's okay. Act that way and you might change your mind about the firm. People might decide, hey, there's somebody we ought to pay attention to. In our company at Cummings Properties in Woburn, I don't have an opportunity to relate too much to 350 or 60 people. Sometimes wonder why I'm closeted over in the corner with somebody and that's a new person that doesn't really count in the pecking order too much. But if that person has got some potential that isn't being opened up, I can help as much as anybody else in the firm can. And that has happened with people who had shown that they really had no interest whatsoever, but it turned out to be very, very good. Many of you have picked up some extraordinary work skills, and those will surely help you to achieve success professionally in your work and certainly in your life as well. I'd be careful about jumping into an entrepreneurial relationship with anybody else. I think partnerships are extremely dangerous, especially partnerships with supposed equals when the people may not be equals. It can be very difficult sometimes. I think we have all heard a number of stories about people becoming overnight billionaires in the tech industries especially. For most people, however, and certainly for me, financial security came much more slowly and much less dramatically. It came as a result of discipline, as those good decisions that Joyce just talked about. It came as a result of of liking my work, wherever it was. And it's so much better if you can get up in the morning and just really look forward to getting out and doing something. If you enjoy it, then it's okay to think about owning a company. Don't do it to get the easy job in the company, because it'll never work. I think get these microphones a little bit separated. I can read my notes here a little better, huh? So in any case, working hard at things day after day has enabled me to provide well for the family, and certainly to support the foundation and the fantastic institutions like Franklin Cummings Tech. I'm fortunate to have found something that I enjoy so much that at age 87, I do go to the office every day because I want to. I want to be with our clients. I want to be with my friends that I've worked with in some cases. I work with a group of 10 senior people mostly, and they average 26 years. We've got clients that have been with us for more than 40 years, leasing space. I'm very fortunate to have found something that I enjoy that much. And at this age, I still do go to the office every day. because I want to. Professional golfers, I used to think, were the only ones that really got to be paid big money for doing what they like to do, but you can do it in lots of businesses, you can do it in lots of trades. If you're a woodworker and you like to build things, that's wonderful. You can do steel sculpturing, you can do, I don't have to tell you all the different things that you can do as a relaxing life. But my hope for you is that you do find a career that you like anywhere near as much as I like mine. And as President Francis has asked graduates, please do come back. Do come back to your alma mater, whether you need help or when you're in a position to help the school. In a different place, albeit, but it'll always be your school. Remember that any aid whatsoever that you can give here will help your community as well. From Joyce, when Joyce and I first set out to learn more about Franklin Cummings Tech, the big thing that has impressed us so much has been the faculty, the administration, and the students, and the loyalty which you all show to your institution. Remember that this college is full of wonderful teachers, and many, if not most of them, will get their inspiration and their fulfillment from what you do. They'll be interested in learning how things are going on 5 and 10 years from now. And a president that had been with the school for 40 years, how good is that? What does that do for the memories? Huh? That's how many others have had anything like that? Anybody? Who else has had 40 years in one institution? That's magnificent. Leave here today knowing what a great decision you made to come to Franklin Cummings, and then show the world how much you have benefited from all that you learned. Thank you, everyone, for having Joyce and me today, and Godspeed to all of you graduates. Go forth from here the rest of your lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Bill, for your words of inspiration and for joining us on this special occasion. And graduates, we're nearing the part that you've all been waiting for with great hope and expectation, that you will join the network of wonderful alumni at this college to be part of the community with your degrees conferred. There are a lot of things for you to think about when you were deciding what college to attend, and we know you had many choices, so whether you're earning a certificate or a degree today, we thank you for choosing us. You make this college what it is, and based on your accomplishments so far, I have no doubt that you're going to achieve great things. And so my charge to you as President and CEO of Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute of Technology is to remember those who have supported you, to know that you are already a success, to promise to use your skills to invest in and improve the lives of others, and to stay in touch and remain grounded. Now, having said all this, class of 2024, I know this is your day, and it is also a day that you share with those in your family, their networks, whether they're here or afar. So please thank them when you leave here. Remember that you are now an alum of this college, or you will soon be. I know our Dean of Academic Affairs is like, not yet, right? In just a moment, you will be. So please share the excitement with all of those who you inspire. Whether you know it or not, there's so many people who are watching you, and you inspire others. You can literally lift as you climb. As alum, we have a wonderful referral program. More than half of our students say that it was someone else's word that helped them make the decision to come here. So you can pay that forward. And now, I would like to call upon our Dean of Academic Affairs, Dr. Marvin Lawasu, to join me at the podium for the moment you all have been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas.
Salpase, my Haitian family. K-Lo-K, my Dominican family. Madam President, on behalf of the faculty, I have the honor to call for the presentation of the Certificates of Proficiency, Associate and Bachelor's degree programs to the worthy and approved candidates. Could the marshals please direct the students to the right-hand side of the platform to receive their degrees?
Paula Alexandre. Caleb Cole. Godfrey Marshall. Brandon Alex Young. And now, fundamentals of HVAC. Saul Alicia Lopez. Kamari Allen Howard. El Mehdi Babeoui. Ismail Baou. Rodwin Jamal Boville. Seward Brown. Donald Diojuste. Salah Habib. Thomas Hopkins. Imtiaz Khalifa. Benjamin Jacob Seidman. Jacob Scott Sousa. Javier Enrique Tobalino Mejia. Edward Wan. Jonathan Wesley Young. Adam Zaroki. Now for the Certificate of Proficiency for HVAC, Keimu Abdullah. Omar Al-Hadi. Tyrone Brimage. Jamil Beckett. Mario Castro. Yun Chen. Angel Eduardo Contreras. Okay. Ariel Andy Coquillon. Joshua Alexander Dubon. Jonathan Edmorin. Sanderlin Fleury. Elijah Anthony Allen Green. Sarah Morris Jarpy. Eli King. Ovidio Emmanuel Love Barbosa. Manuel Lopes. Noel Alexis Martinez. Marcus Andre McCabe. Ayman Mohammed. John Nelson. Michelle Olson. Ramsey Joseph Pacheco. Daniel Perez. Jose Perez Garcia. Francisco Javier Ramirez. James Smokey Reddick, Jr. Daniel Antonio Reyes. Nick Reyes. O'Shea Reggie Rocker. Elias Vargas. Joshua Vega. Dwayne White. Cheyenne Alfred Young. Now, Certificate of Proficiency in Network and System Support, Deandra Madden Barker. Yuri Reis Santos. Gabriel Caleb Brown Martinez. Certificate of Proficiency, Practical Electricity. Christopher Burgos Guerrero. Jose Daniel Doner Suazo. Aldo Filgueiras. Kevin Mauricio Rivas Flores. Enrique Hamilton. Robert Delano Main Foster. Sanai Shanmar Miller. Romo Cornel Nelson. Wayner Jason Nolasco. Oswaldo Rodriguez. Roger Rowland. Jordan Rosario. Nicholas James Zuckerman. Now, Certificate of Proficiency in Software Development. Clarence Belizer. All right. Associate in Science, Automotive Technology, Marta Alicia Aguilar Martinez. Herminio Alvarez. Sung Dam. Shannon Noreen Evol. Juan Ramon Garcia Colon. Christopher Gouch. Artem Goldobin. Jennifer Guerra. Jonathan Alexis Guzman. Wesley John Baptiste. Johnson Le. Nelson Vasquez. Tayana Morales. Darby Nunez. Jason Ottersberg. Marvin Williams Pierre. Jaden Nicholas Rivera. William Settles. Jaliel Tejeda. Jackie Tran. Marissa Lee Vos. Associate in Science, Computer Information Technology, Yusuf Ait Lahtsen. Fakadu Teshom Belay. Nathan Chidozi. Jean Carlos Pena Perez. Heuri Miguel Troncoso. Kenny Trung. Clotilde Varela. Associate in Science, Construction Management, Sean Anderson, Jr. Kenny Millennium Bornwarn Tamarat. Deshaun Brandau. Levar Kenneth Bynum. Ermir Duri. Albertino Rodriguez. Luis Felipe Verera Pereira. Associate in Science, Engineering Technology, LaShawn Alston. Mackenzie Bosiku. Kevin Conlon. Christian Escribano. Clinton Gamne. Nathaniel Raposo. Ms. 3.99 GPA, Catherine Voog. Associate in Science, Health Information Technology, Gurveer Sidhu. Associate in Science, Opticianry, James Benson. Asel Cespedes, Jr. Esmeralda Chinos Vasquez. Liam Cook. Elizabeth Fox. Milan Minor. Emily Moore. Eric Moore. Naomi Schumann. Devin Shea. Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering, Abdelrahman Chile. Louisa Stewart Janess. Cecilia Perez. Bachelor of Science, Health Information Technology, Tavon Gale.
And big round of applause to all of our amazing graduates. Now, graduates, please stand. By virtue of the authority granted to me as President and CEO of Franklin Cummings Tech, I have the honor of formally conferring onto each of you your degrees to which you are entitled. Please move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left side of your cap to signify you have graduated class of 2024. And now Reverend Broderick will bless us with our benediction, which will then mark the end of our formal program.
Congratulations, class of 2024. Let us prepare to close. As we conclude this commencement ceremony, let us go forth with the hearts full of hope and gratitude. As you graduates step forward into the new chapters of your lives, I pray that you are granted wisdom and courage, that you may carry the knowledge that you have gained here at Franklin Cummings Tech and the experiences that you have to embark on your new journeys with integrity inspired by compassion. Most importantly, I pray that you use your knowledge and skills to build a better city, nation, and world, and to seek justice, love, mercy, and peace. May the Lord bless and keep you. May he make his face shine upon you, and may he be gracious unto you. May he turn his countenance towards you and give you peace. We ask all these things and your many blessings for the Franklin Cummings Tech class of 2024. Let every heart and mind say together, amen.
All right, this concludes our 116th commencement ceremony. Family and friends, please remain seated until the platform party, faculty, and graduates leave the auditorium. We will be meeting everyone in the lobby, okay? So, parabéns, felicitación, and felicidades. Congratulations to all the class of 2024.